From deadly poison-laced letters to a forklift fiasco, Donald Trump's life was on the line not once, not twice, but 3 separate times by would-be assassins. Being a world leader is a dangerous business. Surprisingly, in more than 2 centuries, only 4 American presidents have been killed while in office, first being the death of President Abraham Lincoln in 1865. In office from 2016 through 2020, the 45th U.S. Commander-in-Chief Donald Trump clearly survived his time in the White House. There were several attempts on his life, though, including 3 during his administration and 2 while a presidential candidate, although one turned out to be a false alarm. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the divider, Trump in the White House 2017 through 2021, claims that Trump was worried about attacks on his life, despite his public persona suggesting otherwise. The book reads, "At a cocktail party, Trump told several of his Florida friends he was afraid Iran would try to assassinate him, so he had to go back to Washington where he would be safer." Though none of the reported assassination attempts on Trump's life were successful, it proves that the job of U.S. president is still risky, despite modern security measures and 24-hour Secret Service protection. The first time Trump's life was threatened, he was still the presumptive GOP nominee for the White House. At a 2016 campaign rally in Las Vegas, British national Michael Stephen Sanford tried to snatch a firearm from a police officer. He later said he intended to shoot and kill Trump and expected that by doing so, he too would be shot and killed by law enforcement. Sanford was apprehended and rushed from the scene. He later pleaded guilty on 3 charges and was sentenced to 1 year in prison in the U.S. before returning to the U.K. What was first falsely reported as an assassination attempt against Trump came while he was still running for office, and it also happened in Nevada. Austin Kreitz, the supposed assassin, went to a campaign event in Reno and pulled out an anti-Trump sign that read "Republicans against Trump." Someone then yelled "gun," and the Secret Service swept in, beating Kreitz. Trump was rushed off stage only to return a short time later. Kreitz was then apprehended. After questioning, Kreitz was found to be unarmed and released.
I'm a Republican, and I just wanted to voice my displeasure with the nominee that the party picked.
One of the Trump supporters who mobbed Kreitz proudly recounted his experience, telling the Reno Gazette-Journal, "I was trying to get the Secret Service's attention for them to respond. They didn't respond. I thought I had to do something. I put my knee on what I think was his head, so I'm not really sure. There were 5 guys on him and he was moving. I tried to help them immobilize him." However, Kreitz doesn't blame the people who attacked him. "The people who attacked me, I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming Donald Trump's hate rhetoric." The final 3 assassination attempts against Trump happened during his presidency, and each one turned out to be an actual threat. All 3 were tried with unconventional weapons. First, a forklift. In 2018, Gregory Lee Langon of North Dakota pleaded guilty to planning to flip Trump's limousine with a stolen forklift during a presidential visit to North Dakota 1 year earlier, as reported by AP. The forklift got stuck and Langon fled the scene on foot. He was later sentenced to 5 years in prison for the crime, with additional time served for unrelated offenses. In 2018, William Clyde Allen III mailed ricin-laced letters of biotoxin to both Trump and the Pentagon. All envelopes were intercepted. Though he pleaded not guilty, Allen was indicted on all charges, according to the U.S. Department of Justice. And then finally, in 2020, Canadian citizen Pascal Ferrier was arrested attempting to cross the U.S.-Canadian border with a gun. She too had attempted to mail a ricin-laced letter to the White House, which was intercepted before it reached its intended destination. She wrote, "I found a new name for you, the ugly tyrant clown. I hope you like it. You ruin USA and lead them to disaster. I have U.S. cousins. Then I don't want the next 4 years with you as president. Give up and remove your application for this election."